Hey y'all, what's up? Chad Wright coming to you here once again on the channel, Team Righteous. Who we got back here? We got Big Scotty in the house. We got Khaos in the house here. Yeah, and we got Tulip in the house. So we decided to come down to Steele, Alabama tonight. Alabama International Dragway. I wanted to see what Khaos could run in the quarter. So fastest time to date in the 8th mile is a 6:72. So we're gonna try to see if we can get into the 10s with Khaos. Should be able to, but can we get into the 10s? And then if so, how deep into the 10s we can get. So anyways, we're gonna take it up here in a minute, see if we can get a hit in, see what it'll do. First pass, me versus Scotty. We're gonna see what she'll do on pass number 1. Alright y'all, we are back. We're here at the office, and I just wanted to do a final on this video here. Unfortunately, just like last weekend, it ended up raining on us. I ended up getting to make 3 passes, and Scotty only got to make 1 pass with Tulip. He was just about to go up, and it started to drizzle just a little bit. I looked at the radar, it's like, man, there's not even anything on here. And sure enough, it just got a little bit worse, and they already started shutting the track down and everything. Everybody started getting loaded up, and it was well within about 2 minutes or so, maybe 3 minutes. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, it's definitely not going to slack up. And it never was really bad, but it was, you know, just coming down, and it never did stop. So it would have been another hour before it ever stopped, and then it would have been time for them to close up. So anyways, I wanted to flip around here though, let y'all see how we did on Khaos last night. So I did end up making 3 passes. The first one I didn't get to get on video. Nobody was there yet. I was kind of there by myself. So I just made my own hit, and then went back up there with Scotty on the second hit, and then that last hit was the final one, which was my best quarter-mile pass. Not my best 8-mile pass, but my best quarter-mile pass. All right, y'all, so here we go. So Khaos, first pass off the trailer, rolled up, made a good little easy pass here. 695, 108.3, 8th mile, and we went 1062 at 131 in the quarter. So not too bad. First pass, it definitely got into the 10s, and so I knew it was capable of getting into the 10s. I just didn't know how deep into it. Second pass I went up there against Scotty. This is kind of what I expected tonight, was something like this right here, ET wise in the quarter, but seeing how slow I had to go for that kind of ET or whatever, definitely run into the 10s. And I'm not a quarter-mile guy, so I really don't know, you know, what it would normally run or whatever. But yeah, this right here I left kind of soft and kind of weird, just the same way as I did my first pass last week when I went, I think, like a 748 or 749 when we was in Huntsville, and I just didn't get out on the clutch hard enough, and so I slipped the clutch out a little too far and a little too soft, and just everything about it kind of was just weird. But that last one, I went up there and made a good clean hit, and we ended up going a 682 at 109.8 in the 8th mile. And even with that there, looking back, yeah. So looking back here, my 60 foot right here is quicker, just slightly. It's a 187 Oh, no, I take that back. That was wrong. Leave it to me to screw it up when I'm sitting here looking at it. But so we had a 182 60 foot here. So we was 5 numbers quicker at the 60 here. And then we was a 10th quicker at the 330. So it picked up everywhere on this one right here. 682 at the 8th, so still about a 10th off of the pace of where it would be on my best pass. Our best pass so far with the bike was a 672 2 weeks ago when we were at Jake's. So it's definitely a 1030 bike if we were to get that 670 pass. So it should run 1030s, if not 1020s, just the way it's set up right now. And for those of y'all that don't know, the bike pretty much is a bone stock 06 GSXR 750. It's got the stock header on it, and it's got the slip-on on it. The only thing I've done on the slip-on that's different than what it was before is I cut the end off of it, the part that comes off the back of it, because it's just this ugly pipe. Like, the whole thing is ugly, but I'm like, this ugly pipe sticking out the side, and I really don't like it. So I wanted to just cut it off kind of flush, and basically it just comes straight out of the muffler now. There's no pipe coming out of it, nowhere else. But like mile per hour wise or whatever, it really didn't pick up any versus 2 weeks ago when we were at Jake's. It may be like maybe a couple of tenths of a mile per hour quicker, but you know, that's just air. I mean, I can go 108 one pass and 109 the next pass, so that's neither here nor there when you look at those numbers. But other than that, bone stock Gixxer 750. It does have swing arm extensions. It's not lowered. I don't want it lower because I ride it on the street. I ride it in the twisties. I do all that other stuff. Got a quick shifter on it, and I've tuned it myself. So it is on E85. It's got a street tune and a track tune on it. It's also tuned on 89 pump gas. And honestly, when I went to the track with it last year on 89 pump gas or on E85, either time run the exact same ETs, same mile per hour, same back splits, all that stuff. Like, everything about it was the same, so there really wasn't any difference. I just run E85 whatever just because I like running it, just to be something different. Like when I pull up and get E85 somewhere, everybody's like, why are you putting that in your bike? Because I can. So anyways, it's good, but like I said, it's stock motor. It doesn't really need E85 or anything. It's not nothing special or nothing. Just a bone stock 06 750. It's actually got a dirt dauber nest inside the headlight housing. Like, that's how old this bike is. This thing is 20 years old, and it is a fun bike to ride. So I'm not really trying to do anything special with it or whatever. Can I get it into the nines? Possibly. I mean, I'm like a half second off. I know that I got a 10th just by, you know, getting a good leave on it like it is. But I can lower it and strap it and make some changes on it, get some weight off of it. I mean, there's a lot of different things I could do and possibly get it to nines. Or I can put a jockey on it. I can put somebody that's 100 pounds lighter than me on it or whatever, and I know it'll go into the nines. Like right now, it'll go right on the verge of it, just like it's sitting right now. So, like, the bike doesn't even spin a tire. Like, I don't do a burnout with the bike or anything. This bike doesn't make enough power to do none of that stuff, and I get to save the tire. The contact patch is about half that of like a Shinko hookup. So mine is about like this, and then Scotty's is about like this. And, you know, I don't have to do anything special or nothing like that. Like I said, that's the benefit of it sitting up as high as it is. And it's squatting as much as it does with that soft shock. I do have a shock coming in for it. We're gonna put another stock shock on it, but the one that's on there is blowed out, and that's the reason why my tag's been up a little bit on there, because it's hit the tire and stuff. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I know this is going kind of long at the end, but I just wanted to give you all an update of what happened, how we done with the bike, show you all the numbers. Man, this is like just my little fun street bike or whatever, so I don't mind showing the numbers on this one right here. It's actually not far off. Well, 672 is not far off from what the Wraith was running when we went to the track with it last time. So last year when we went to the track with it, we were at Laster Mountain, and it was only a couple of tenths quicker to the 8th mile. So it was definitely having a little bit of issues with the clutch or whatever, but it was making the power. It just was having the clutch issues. So anyways, like I said, this right here is just not far off though, which is pretty impressive either way. Like, if you could just get it going. And like I said, if you had somebody lined up on there, it'd probably fly. But anyways, I'm gonna jump off of here. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all like the video, tap the subscribe button. Man, you never tell what we're gonna have coming. We'll probably have some more videos from Mexico, El Salvador, all kinds of good street racing videos coming up, grudge racing videos coming up, and never know what else we might bring to the channel. See y'all.